Welcome to TJ's podcast.
Hey, here we are. Two radio legends doing a podcast, talking about stuff we are not allowed by law to talk about on the radio. That's right. That's right. That's my buddy Riggins right there. Hey.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Riggins, what are you doing for Memorial Day? You say you're going to visit your parents?
Yeah, I'm going to go see them tomorrow, stay the night, and then leave on Sunday because they got big plans on Sunday.
Yeah, they always put a time limit on your visits, don't they? Now
They do
now
now.
they do that.
They're so busy,
Yeah.
which is fine with me because I'm one day, 2 days. 2 days, one night is more than enough.
Really?
And they feel the same way.
Yeah, I kind of feel like when we go visit my mom that she's ready for us to go, even though she says she's not. I think she is. 'Cause
Sure.
we went last summer and spent a couple of days with her, and then we went on to visit my brother. And as we were leaving, it was kind of like, well, y'all don't need to rush off as she's pushing us out the door.
Yeah, sure.
You know.
I actually think it's a good quality because the alternative is that they don't know when to leave or they stay too long. And everybody always says like, oh, God, they could never leave. So I actually don't take offense to it. And I always point out to them, it's like you worked your whole life to do exactly what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Which is hang out with new friends and drink and go dancing on a Tuesday night and doing all that stuff.
So what's your dad drinking now? He's got a new drink?
He's drinking, you know what I like is Hennessy.
Hennessy, that's right. He's in the hen dog.
Have you had Hennessy? I went, hell no, I haven't had Hennessy. I mean, it might have slipped in, in a cocktail in college, but no, I don't make a habit out of drinking Hennessy.
So does he just drink it on ice?
Yes.
Just with the big ice cubes, or
No,
is that how you drink Hennessy on ice?
That's a good question. I have no idea. I don't even know if you're supposed to drink Hennessy like that. It's a cognac,
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, no, he's just like straight out of the fridge, ice in the highball glass or whatever that's called, and then just sips it.
I thought if you drank it straight, that you just drank it without anything in it, just like sipped on it. If it's cognac, you always see people on TV and in movies drinking cognac out of those big globe kind of glasses.
Snifters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But I saw him make. Yeah, I think he put crushed ice in it, so maybe it waters it down a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, but yeah, he likes the Hennessy. But when he was washing the cars last time I was home, he was drinking beers. He was like, "Hey, I'm having a beer with my son." His neighbor walked over. He goes, "Hey, we're just enjoying Saturday. I'm having a beer with my son." Like he's just so happy.
Yeah. So proud.
Yeah.
Does he still drink Milwaukee's Best Light or whatever? Or does he
No, he's
drink real
upgraded.
beer?
He drinks Modelo Gold.
Oh yeah.
Is that right? It's a tall can like a Michelob Ultra. And he said, "This one's the good one, though." I went, "What is that?" And he said, "This is the gold." He said it was like $18 for a 12-pack. So I drink Coors Light, so I didn't go into his stash, but
he
likes it.
Modelo is the #1 selling beer in America.
That's right, yeah. It dethroned Bud Light, right?
Yeah, well, Bud Light dethroned itself.
Well, that is
Brother Riggins. They dethroned themselves.
They kicked their own.
But it's
ass.
the same company, so
It is.
yeah.
I always thought Modelo was like that fat. It's that fat bottle with the skinny neck on,
With the foil on it.
With the foil on it. I'd never seen it in cans before.
Yeah. But I always heard you prefer it in the can.
Come on, wake up, wake up.
Oh, waka waka.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing?
I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I know we're going to cook hot dogs at some point.
That's fitting.
Well, I'm going to cook hot dogs.
Yeah.
I just don't know how fancy I'm going to get with it. Butterfly them, do them on the flat top, or just throw them on the grill for a minute.
Yeah.
But, being around people who don't really know how to cook, if you're out there and you put hot dogs on the grill and they come in, you can act like you've really done something, and they don't know the difference. Yeah. They don't know. You can just throw them on there and heat them for like a minute, and they're done.
Yeah. I saw somebody cooking hot dogs in the craziest way. They just took the whole package of hot dogs in the plastic, threw it in a pot of boiling water.
Yeah,
Inside
I've seen
the
that.
plastic. I went, oh, that can't be good for you.
But who was the guy that invented the food saver thing? He was
Popeil?
no, he was. Is it Rocco something that was on Oprah all the time?
Rocco DiSpirito?
Yeah, I think he either invented it or he endorsed it or something. But he would take meats that he had put into the food saver and vacuum sealed it, and then throw that right in boiling water like salmon and stuff like that. I saw him do that before.
No, man.
So maybe that's the thing. But I mean, how long does it take to take them out of the package? If it's hot dogs.
How long does it take to do that?
I mean,
What's the purpose of that?
They're kind of like Ziplocs now. You just rip it open and pull them out.
Yeah.
Zip it back up if you don't use them all.
And it shows that water like boiling inside the juice. The hot dog juice is boiling inside the plastic. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
so gross.
That's the only way we ate hot dogs when I was growing up, is boiled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 'Cause it's too long. It takes too long to fire up the grill with the charcoal and stuff for some hot dogs.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of the belief. So, yeah, we only had boiled hot dogs.
You know, I love those hot dogs that are on the rotisserie thing, like at the QT.
Yeah, on the
They're sitting there just rolling and cooking, and I love those.
so good.
They get juicy.
Yeah,
They be really juicy.
it'd be real good.
I don't like a fat weenie, though, usually. I want a normal size weenie.
Yeah.
I don't want a big fat one.
In Baltimore, they do the half smokes, which is like half hot dog, half sausage,
Yeah.
and that's what they're known for. Which kind of sounds good, but it's a fat sausage.
But why not just go full sausage if you're going to do that?
I know, I don't get it, but yeah, they do chili and onions on it and stuff like that.
Like, I usually will eat, if I'm cooking them at home, I'll eat andouille dogs. I'll make out of andouille sausage links.
Yeah. Do you like a chili dog?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
I do too.
But I always have to eat that with a fork.
You eat a chili dog
most
with a
of the time,
fork?
Yeah, because I put so much chili on it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know, if I get it, I don't even know if they have them at ball games anymore with chili.
Probably not.
I haven't seen one in a long time.
Oh, there's nothing like it.
But I do like that chili that they put on it with it. It doesn't have beans and it's thick.
Yeah.
It's almost like taco meat,
Yeah.
you know.
Finely ground meat inside that sauce. Oh, I love a chili dog.
Oh, I made hot dogs last night. I mean, tacos last night. And, you know, little friend Jenny and handsome husband Michael come over on Thursdays. And so Jody got 4 pounds of ground meat for me to use to cook tacos last night.
For 4 or 5 people?
5. Yeah, 5 people.
A pound of ground beef per person? Hell yeah.
But, you
Jeez.
know, who ate the most?
Yeah, Jenny. I'm
Yeah.
sure. So tacos, how many tacos did she put down?
Let's see. She may have gotten through 4 before I went to bed, but she, you know, everything stays out
Yeah. Soft?
to her to keep going back. Yeah.
Soft tacos.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, if you put one of those Taco Bell party packs in front of me, what is it, 10 or 12, I could easily crush that.
But I had to do this first time I've ever had to cook taco meat in a pot
It's so
because my
good meat.
skillets weren't big enough.
That's ridiculous.
And I got a big old ass skillet. But she was like, well, we'll have leftover tacos we can do all weekend. And, you know, Boy will eat it. He didn't
sure.
care. They were really good. As a matter of fact, I didn't want to tell y'all this morning because I thought I might get some ridicule for it. But I was self-conscious when I came in this morning because I was worried that I would be smelling like tacos because I took some of that taco meat that was left over this morning and I cooked it with some scrambled eggs and some Mexican cheese and ate breakfast tacos out of it.
Nice.
So I know I was smelling like a Mexican restaurant when I came. Found it smelling like damn old taco meat, man. But it was a little much.
Was that?
Yeah, for 4 o'clock in the morning.
A little spicy.
Because when we were on vacation, we had breakfast one morning, and it was at a Mexican restaurant, and they had chorizo and scrambled egg tacos. That was good.
You went to breakfast at a Mexican restaurant? Mm-hmm. I've never done that.
Yeah, but they also I was the only one that got Mexican food. They have a regular American breakfast and all that. I was the only one that got anything Mexican.
Yeah. If we go out to breakfast with my dad, his first thing he looks for is a Western, some kind of Western scramble or a Western skillet.
Oh yeah,
He
with
likes
the potatoes and the onions and peppers. Yeah.
He always likes that.
I wouldn't hit a dog in the ass with an omelet.
No.
I hate them. I hate omelets.
The worst way to eat eggs to me.
Oh, they have an omelet station. They might as well have a gas station in the middle of the restaurant. because I'm not going over there.
Not interested. And I don't even mind scrambled eggs that are on a buffet, like at a Shoney's or something. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's really about like the sausage and the bacon and the French toast sticks for me.
The scrambled eggs just have to be fluffy.
Yeah.
Is all I care about. Mm-hmm. I'm like a flat ass scrambled egg.
Yeah.
Like that's why I don't like them on breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah.
At fast food places and stuff.
You know, there's a new trend. I saw a woman, she goes, I made the perfect egg salad with no peel eggs. Here's how I do my egg salad. So she gets a cake pan and she cracks like 12 eggs into this baking dish and then puts that baking dish into another one that's filled with water and then bakes it for like 20 minutes in the oven. Apparently people are really struggling with peeling hard-boiled eggs. I mean, it seems to be like an insurmountable request to do that.
It's just, I think that these people who are doing cooking content, I think they're just out of ideas.
Maybe that's it.
Because or it's so many people doing it that they're trying they're starting to do these things and they don't realize that they can't cook for save their lives.
Trying to do weird things to set themselves apart.
And trying to follow the formula of social media, like you always talk about, like mixing up the ingredients inside the can that it's coming out of instead of just dumping it in a bowl and mixing it all together. You know, just always keeping everything right in front of them, tapping the ingredients with their finger. That little thing that I told you just makes my skin crawl. And there's a site that or an account that I follow called Food Dudes Eat or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure the guy that does most of the stuff on there is super nice, but he makes sure that he's speaking so softly when he's doing, okay, then we're going to take our cones and we're going to put our marshmallows in there. Then we're going to get our Spurtle and mix that around. First of all, I hate that.
Spurtle?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
It's a little wooden utensil. It's like kind of a spatula thing.
Oh.
But he's just, it sounds like he's just so sappy and that he doesn't really talk that way because he's following that formula. And then I hate the way they all say hour. We're going to put that in our oven now. We're going to put that on our grill. Then we're going to mix in our marshmallows. And not our marshmallows, it's your marshmallows or the marshmallow. I mean,
yeah.
But somebody has had to have said, people like it when you say hour.
Yeah. It worked that one time, so do it 100 more times. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people's dumb.
But, I mean, and they come up with these, I mean, we talked about this before. They'll go the extra mile in these cooking videos to act like they're some kind of a special hack that they're giving you. Yeah. But it just adds time and labor to whatever if you just did it normally.
Yeah, like the lady with the hard-boiled eggs. It's like, okay, well now you've gotten 2 baking dishes dirty instead of just a pot filled with water that you probably didn't even have to clean that hard after you boiled the eggs. It's like you've made so much work for yourself, and then it looks so gross when you take out that sheet of cooked eggs and it's all just one big blob. Ugh.
But you know how people in general love having something that they think that nobody else has, the knowledge. This, I know something that you don't know, and I'm going to share it with you.
Secret little shortcut for you. It's like, maybe, but until you have to scrape cooked eggs off a baking dish, good luck with that.
Yeah,
have fun.
And I'm sure they're not great.
Oh, they looked awful. They looked awful. They figured out how to make egg salad. Ask anybody.
Yeah,
they figured.
And they figured out how to boil eggs.
Yeah. And
if you don't believe me, just Google how to boil eggs. And there will be a million different ways for you to do it, all the way, from pounding it one tap on the counter and then it coming off to people blowing into the egg and blowing it out of the shell. I mean, which I don't believe that anyway. I've always thought that was kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
Because if I can't do that, because I've tried it, then nobody else can do it.
It's not worth it.
No. All right. More of the idle chit chat. Coming up next,
TJ's Podcast.
Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation, to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Back to TJ's podcast.
I'll tell you one thing that I'm looking forward to doing for the Memorial Day weekend, Regan's. Today is supposed to be when I get my my fresh delivery from Omaha Steaks.
Oh, no way.
I'm be looking at the porch all day long
Yeah.
till it comes. So if you want the very best when it comes to quality of steaks, well, and all kinds of other things as well, then you need to go get the Omaha Steaks Father's Day gift package. We've been working with Omaha Steaks for a long time. Used the Omaha Steaks way before we worked with them. And basically, I did endorsements for Omaha Steaks years and years ago before I ever said anything about it on the radio. Love them. Absolutely love this. So the Father's Day experts at Omaha Steaks have put together, the best of what a dad would like in a big old package of meat. Gourmet hot dogs and burgers, and just make this special air chilled chicken, all the side dishes you could imagine. If you just go to omahasteaks.com and just peruse all of the stuff that they have, you'll be there a long, long time just looking at everything and your mouth watering. So when you go and you find all the stuff that you want on omahasteaks.com, use promo code ACETJ at checkout, and you can save a lot of money with that, a lot more money, because the hand-selected gift packages for Dad start at just $89, and it's loaded up with great stuff. So $89 is a bargain right off the bat. But then when you put in the promo code ACETJ at checkout, you're going to get additional discounts. And you're gonna walk away from your device going, wow, I just got my dad the best gift ever. He's gonna love it, because he will. These are the top quality cuts of steak, and the hot dogs are so juicy and delicious, as well as the burgers. Here's what I do with the burgers. They send you, you can get the Omaha Steaks steak seasoning, and I put that on the burgers before I throw them on the grill or the griddle, and it's perfect. And I'm from Louisiana, so I'm used to just throwing as many seasoned things on there as possible. But not with this. I just use that one Omaha seasoning on the burgers, cook them up, and they're perfect. Mouth-watering, perfect. So, again, go to omahasteaks.com and use the promo code ACETJ at checkout to save a lot of money on something that your dad or the father of your children is going to absolutely love. So mine better be there today.
Yeah, that's a package you wait for. You're
Yeah.
like, I can't wait for that to get here.
It will be. And you know what I do? I saved the little ice packs that it comes in, those to chill pack things.
Sure.
They're huge. They're good.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Jealous.
I'll be using that on drinks
Heck
all
yeah.
summer long, man.
That's it, buddy.
That's just added bonus
Look
right
at me.
there. Okay. In the celebrity world with stupid celebrity news, I always forget to do this, and it sounds like this whenever I do it. That's how you know things are real around here.
Yeah.
Demi Moore, which, by the way, her name, since Demi Lovato became popular, her name has been mispronounced a lot more by younger people when they see it.
I never know which one it is.
Yeah. She was the original Demi in show business, and her name is pronounced Demi.
Demi.
And the other one, Demi Lovato, is pronounced Demi.
Yeah, that's tough.
Demi Lovato. So Demi Moore, I don't even know what this event was, Riggins, but
the AmFAR Gala. It's a gala for AIDS research that they do every year in New York. It's like a very celebrity packed, very expensive to get into, the AmFAR Gala. And
Demi Moore was on stage to introduce Cher. Was Cher performing? I guess she was performing.
She was either accepting a lifetime achievement or a lifetime donation award, or I don't think she performed actually.
And
could be wrong.
And it was so cringy because Demi Moore was. I guess she was expecting this highfalutin crowd to act like they're at a monster truck rally or some truck show.
Yeah.
And they weren't, and she got pissed at them.
Yeah.
So here, this is what it sounded like. And imagine she's standing on stage holding a wireless microphone. She's in a long beaded gown. She's got long, straight black hair. Now I think she's had that for a while. Super skinny.
She's very thin.
And her boobs are so tight that they shine. She's had implants for a long time, but I don't know if she just got them redone or whatever, but they're, tight on her chest, and they've got a spit shine to them, it looks like. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think she looks great.
She looks incredible.
Yeah, she always has. But just giving you the mental picture of what she looked like while this was happening.
I'm going to see if this is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
I'm just making sure that you're really, really with me. Because this incredible woman that I'm about to introduce, she's a Grammy winner, an Oscar winner, an Emmy winner. Are you an Emmy winner over there in the back of the room? I don't think so.
I guess somebody was talking or something.
Yeah, overshadowing whatever she thought.
Yeah.
She's clearly overall disappointed with the lack of excitement for either herself or Cher. But she hadn't even announced Cher yet.
Right. So, first of all, I'll explain what's happening because I've been there.
She's a style icon and my personal hair inspiration. And she was honored by AmFAR for their award of inspiration in 2015. The bottom line is she is just one of the most talented, successful, and best-loved performers of all time. So please, please give a warm welcome to the incredible one and only Cher.
Oh, that's painful.
Yeah, that's hard.
That is painful.
Hard to watch, hard to listen to.
But you got to know your audience. You got to know that these people, because obviously it's the same every year. Just like you know what to expect when you go to that stupid ass Met Gala thing. You expect a bunch of freaks walking around. So when you go to this thing, you got to expect that the crowd is going to be, more just like a cocktail party rather than an attentive audience or whatever.
They're in tuxes.
Yeah.
It's not Bonnaroo.
Right. And first of all, she didn't have a command of them when she came out there. She's dragging and dragging. In a crowd like that, you got to list it off. Boom, 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 boom. And she said too much.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what Cher's all about. You don't have to sit and sing the praises of Cher and talk about she's a Grammy winner, Academy Award winner, style icon. It's Cher. The more famous and accomplished a person is, the less you have to say about him in an introduction. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States of America, or the President of the United States. Boom, there he is.
Yeah. We know her accolades. She's a Grammy winner. She's an Oscar winner. She's an Emmy. Cher.
Yeah, so people are sitting there and they got their drinks going and like, oh, I know all that. So, and they are rude for talking during when somebody's on the stage with a microphone and they're trying to address the crowd. If you're talking about anything, unless it's, oh my God, he's having a heart attack, call 911.
Yeah.
Then you're being rude.
Yeah.
But these are rude people. These are elite Hollywood, New York people. They're rude. They suck. But you can't walk out in front of them and be, I'm about to introduce to you the Grammy winner. She's an Oscar winner. You can't, I mean, you're going to lose them if you hadn't lost them already.
And now you've done a disservice to Cher, because Cher's like, now I got to sort of get them back because you've just lost them and you're trying to hype me up. You've lost the crowd that might have been excited for Cher. Now I got to figure out how to kind of get them a little excited again, because you just used the F word on stage and you've called out people for talking in the back of the room. It's like, oh my God.
Did I ever tell you about the time I went and saw Jerry Seinfeld on tour on his stand-up?
Yeah, about how he comes in.
Mm-hmm. There was an MC, or like an opening act that kind of, there were two comedians before him, and then one of the comedians introduced the other and all that stuff. Then the second comedian left, just, thank you very much, and left. And then everybody knew we're waiting for Jerry Seinfeld. Next thing you know, Jerry Seinfeld just walks out onto the stage. And people were like, oh, there he is.
Oh, my God. That's Jerry Seinfeld.
Right.
Yeah.
And I turned to my wife at the time, Jody, who was my wife at the time. She's still my wife, but she was at the time as well. And I said, that is absolutely the only thing he could do and be realistic out here and keep himself into what everybody knows about him. Mm-hmm. He's not going to be comfortable with somebody standing up on the stage and saying he's done this and you've known him, a television icon and stand-up comic, and who's ready for, he would hate that, obviously, because he could have that if he wanted it.
Sure. The creator of Seinfeld. So that's why people are in the seats.
He's like,
at a sold-out show.
Right. They bought the ticket because they know me. They know about me, and they wanted to see me. So why should I? So you have to stand up there and list off all the stuff that I've done. Another one that always stands out for, the little you have to say about a person, the more accomplished they are. Hi, I'm Johnny Cash. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, sort of an iconic. With the voice and everything. Yeah.
But damn, to me, it's fine though.
She looks amazing. Well, we were just talking about it last week while you were out, that she's appearing for the first time fully nude on camera in this new movie that she's doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, first time ever. She's in her 60s, I believe.
Yeah,
grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Fully nude.
But she was topless in striptease.
Well, we talked about that. Was she topless?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because that was one of the big selling, because the movie was not great. Really, the only highlight of the movie was Burt Reynolds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't that great of a movie, but that was one of the big draws of it. And you're talking about late 90s, and it's like, oh, Demi Moore is going to be nude in this movie. She's going to be naked, and yeah, I think she was dancing for Burt Reynolds in his hotel room or something. It only showed her a couple of times, though. Once on stage, and then once, I think, doing a private dance. But so she's going to be fully nude.
I believe so, is what the story said. She's
Why?
playing an older version of the main character, and it's about, like, I forget the plot line. It was odd, but they said it got like a 10-minute standing ovation at the film festival.
Why?
That's a good question.
She's accomplished. She's she's well respected. The whole thing. Why has she got to take a part just to say I'm fully nude? Is it to say, look at me and I'm in my 60s and I can still look good fully naked?
Maybe.
Is it that?
Maybe. Yeah, full frontal nudity. And it's a horror. It's a feminist body horror film. A feminist horror film where she's going to be fully nude.
Well, that's redundant.
In what way?
Feminist and horror are the same damn thing.
Because it's terrifying.
Ugh.
Yeah, they gave it 11-minute standing ovation.
Well, I'm sure for the right reasons. I'm sure because it was so gripping and entertaining. Probably had nothing to do with the fact that it's a feminist movie with somebody who's showing her feminism by being naked in her 60s. The movie probably is terrible.
Going into it, it was really spelled out. The level of vulnerability and rawness that was really required to tell the story. And it was a very vulnerable experience and just required a lot of sensitivity and a lot of conversation about what we were trying to accomplish.
Well, she did some full frontal stuff in the 80s, I think.
Really?
Not in movies, but in like a photo shoot or something. 'Cause I remember seeing it when I was really young.
I wouldn't doubt you and your photographic memory.
And there's one thing I do remember about it specifically that I don't. It's more to say on Extra Funny, I guess, but the other podcast. But it was a part of her that was plentiful.
Yeah. I'm following.
And that you don't see being plentiful very much nowadays.
I got you.
But, I mean,
lots.
Like Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
In the head scissors.
Got it. Was that a good movie?
I think it was just pictures that she had done.
Just pictures?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This story I don't know. I forget the story, but I thought it said
But it may be in a movie. It may be. Because I saw this back before there was, it wasn't even the internet, much less fakes or whatever.
Like in a adult magazine?
Mm-hmm. That's all they had back then.
That's all we had. We had 2 loaves of bread and nudie magazines.
Yeah. Penny candy.
Penny candy.
Yeah. And I think she was wearing like a blue top, like a lingerie kind of piece, like
so
a royal blue.
Before she was an actress, she was a nude model or something?
I don't know. Maybe it was just something she did to pay the bills while she was trying to become an actor. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that she's never been shy about showing herself.
Yeah.
I don't think. She's part of that brat pack,
From the 80s?
Mm-hmm. And that woman that I really like, we interviewed her, Ace and I did a long, long time ago. But I always thought she was really pretty when I was young, and she was in the brat pack and all. But she has the thickest Chicago accent. Anybody in regular TV or movies that I've seen, it's a real Chicago accent. Jamie Gertz is her name. Now, I don't know for sure if she's from Chicago, but her accent has always told me that she's from Chicago. So I may be a little off with that, but...
Yeah, she's from Chicago.
Yeah.
She's pretty.
Very. Mm-hmm. Very. But if you go home today, Riggins, and look up some videos of Jamie Gertz, you'll hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's pretty.
Mm-hmm. And she was sweet when we interviewed her. She's very nice. I don't think she's done no full frontal.
Heavens no.
Jamie Gertz. She's not doing that.
Is that worth buying a ticket to go see Demi Moore naked?
No.
I mean, that's right.
No.
Is that going to inspire anybody to I got to see this movie?
Perverts.
Maybe. At a feminist horror movie, they're just being perverts.
Man.
What a scene
I could be the star of the movie, and I'm not going to see it. Anything described as a feminist, whatever.
Not for you.
No, God, Lord, no. I mean, I don't understand why a guy would even be interested in going to see something that's going to talk about how horrible he is through the whole thing, or why a guy would want to, because a lot of guys have married feminists. Sure. And they have to sit around all the time with the person that's supposed to love and respect them more than anybody else in the world, thinks that they're bad just because they're men, they're a man. I don't get it. It'd be like if I married Jody because she hates witty guys.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah. Why would I put myself through that? It's just the only thing I can figure is that any man who marries a feminist must be desperate. Absolutely desperate. To walk into a lifelong commitment with somebody that you know thinks you're inferior and thinks that you're, because a true feminist thinks that men are born predators. So why would you marry somebody that thinks you're that? I don't get it. I don't get it, Brother Riggins.
She's got a cute nose.
You would marry a feminist, wouldn't you? Yeah. You would like it.
Yeah.
Being submissive and all.
I like a woman that knows what she wants. Spit on me.
But see, feminists don't know what they want. They just know what they don't want, which is a man being a man.
Yeah.
But they end up cheating with real men.
Oh, is that right?
A feminist will. You can bet your ass on that. Okay, so we have found the most fun rehab center in all of U.S. America. Rob, this is how great this is. Rob sent me a text with a link to this story yesterday. Riggins sent me the same thing this morning. They didn't collaborate either. It was just like, you got to see this. This is fun. And it's from my home state of Louisiana to top it all off. Coming up next.
More of TJ's podcast is coming up.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it, finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Welcome back, world, to TJ's podcast.
So there is a drug and rehab, drug and alcohol rehab center. I don't know exactly what you would call it, but that's where people go who are alcoholics and drug addicts to get better. Maybe call it substance abuse. You know,
they call it a recovery center.
Yeah,
pretty generic term.
So they make these videos with their patients to bring attention to the center, to get more people aware that in Baton Rouge that this recovery center exists. And I like it. I think it's great.
It's an interesting strategy.
Yes. I would much rather see this kind of thing, Riggins, than seeing all of the women working at the hospital doing TikTok dances and stuff down the hall of the hospital, or the pilots and important people at American Airlines. You know, they do their whole TikTok dance thing and little routine. I would rather see this than that. I mean, I think that's ridiculous.
It's certainly more entertaining, no doubt about it.
So they have these, they cut from one patient to the other talking about how more beneficial being in rehab is than being a drug addict or an alcoholic with their using their experience. Here it is.
Rehab's better than spending $100 on a peanut thinking I got a crack rock.
Rehab.
So evidently she spent $100 on a peanut because somebody told her it was crack.
That is unreal.
All right.
It's better than busting out the AC vents in my car thinking the police have it bugged.
Rehab is better than working at a restaurant and giving your customer a syringe to sign their check.
Rehab is better than stealing your daughter's piggy bank.
Handing your customer at a restaurant a syringe, thinking that it's a pen.
That's nuts. Can you imagine pulling that out of your little apron, little waist thing?
Imagine not being able to work a shift at a restaurant without shooting up.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's a good little ad for get people to come to the rehab center.
Guess. I mean, they look, they've been through some stuff. You can tell.
Right. And not just like normal Louisiana women look.
Right.
They're even more so that way.
That's crazy, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of those. I mean, if you want to go down that channel, they got a lot of that kind of content. But this is the one that's really blown up in the last 24 hours or so. But, yeah, spending $100 on a peanut, trying to get some crack, you must be pissed.
I knew a woman one time. She was young, and she had called into the show about something, or she used to comment on things, and she just seemed like she had it together. She was a young professional. She was always, you could see that she's getting promoted in her corporate job. I mean, all this stuff. And she ended up, she told us one day we were talking about alcoholism or whatever, and she sent us a message and said that I'm a full-blown recovering alcoholic, and I can give you some inside information if you need it. So it's like, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Just if you saw her and talked to her, you'd think she's been an overachiever her entire life. I mean, and she said that her wake-up call was she had been drinking all night with friends and stuff, and it was 7:00 in the morning, and she was waiting outside the liquor store, wherever state she was in. North Carolina, you got to be, the ABC store doesn't open until like 10:00 or something. But this was 7 in the morning, and she went, and they were closed. She's trying to get more liquor, and there was another woman there who was just, hurting herself. Yeah. And then that woman said, well, I hear they've got liquor over at this place, meaning like a bootlegger.
Yeah.
And she said, my friend can give us a ride over there. So she gets in the car with these strangers who are basically, trash and trashed, to go into some seedy neighborhood to buy liquor from somebody's house.
Liquor.
Yeah. And she said that was her wake-up call, because she thought, I could have easily just been killed and left on the side of the road and all of that. And that's when she decided to go to rehab and all.
The wake-up call.
Yeah.
I'm in somebody's living room buying bootleg liquor.
And, I always think about that, because we get off work early in the day. And if I, say it's a Friday and I know that I'm going to need some vodka or whatever for the weekend for mixing drinks and stuff, and I have to wait outside the liquor store for them to open, I always think about that. And then I think, well, should I drive off and then come back later? I'm out there, taking a little nap in the parking lot of the ABC liquor store.
I bet it's happened. I'm sure it happens probably regularly. Just taking a little quick snooze before they open at 10 or whatever it is.
Yeah, because that's something you don't really want to brag about, is being the first customer of the day.
Ooh.
At the bar or the liquor store.
It'll make you feel a little awkward.
Mm-hmm.
I had that at the smoke shop the other day. I was the first customer and his register wasn't working.
Which one do you go to here? Is it this way or back the other way?
It's this way.
Like on your way to the interstate?
Yeah.
Is it by the Dunkin' Donuts? The Dunkin'? Yeah, I've seen that. That's been there for a while. But there's a new one this way, just like one block down the other way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe they would be a better experience.
They're very nice, but
yeah.
the guy was talking a lot, and it was like,
Well, I mean, all those people in those places are nice usually, aren't they?
They're either overly nice or they're like dead silent because they're, still working off the effects of the night before, or they, did a little wake and bake sesh. You just never know what you're going to get.
How many people still, I mean, is it a significant number of people who still just smoke weed and they don't eat it or
I think
gummies and
it's probably
all
going
of that
the
stuff?
same way as cigarettes. There's so many other ways to ingest it now that it almost seems archaic to light something on fire.
Yeah,
and
it smell like smoke.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, they've refined that process now. But what that means is just more people are going to do it, I think.
What, just when you mean like eat it?
Yeah, eat it, vape it, ingest it some way, drink it, in seltzers and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah, they do have those now, don't they? The D9 and the D8s. And
Sure.
I could have had a D8.
This guy gives out free water. He's starting a water company, and he decided to take his products out on the streets of New York. And he's like, hey, guys, free water. It's free spring water. And the first thing a woman says, she goes, oh, my gosh, thank you. Is there CBD in it? And he goes, no, it's just fresh spring water. It's a new company. She goes, but there's no, you didn't lace it with CBD? I'm just checking because everything has CBD in it. And she's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they cram that stuff into everything. You got to be careful.
But CBD, though, is not, I mean, that doesn't get you high, though, right? I never know what things are what.
It's not supposed to be hallucinogenic, but, I got a feeling if you take enough of anything, if you take enough Advil, it'll be your last headache, as they say.
So there was this list of 20 greatest dad rock songs of all time. And I don't know how old the dads are that they're surveying these people, about. Damn. But I'm a dad. I got grown kids. My kids are, in their early 20s. Now, I like some of these songs. I know them, but they were before my time. I don't know if I would know them that well if I weren't, so into music and all, being in the business. Like Reeling in the Years by Steely Dan. You even know that one, Riggins? I like that song, but I wouldn't call it one of my favorite rock songs. Are you reeling in the years? Blowing away the time.
Doesn't sound like rock.
It's like a light rock stuff.
Oh, okay.
Layla by Eric Clapton. I don't care about that. It's Unplugged. I don't care about that. Smooth, Santana and Rob Thomas. I like that one.
Yeah.
But I'm not putting it on a playlist, of my favorite songs to listen to on the weekend. Better Man by Pearl Jam. It's depressing. This is a Horse with No Name by America.
I know that one. That's a boring one.
Yeah, I mean, this is like Grandpa's favorite list. This is one, though, that the reason that I wanted to go over this list is because I know that pretty much every white person that supports the Ace and TJ company and this podcast is going to be pissed at me because I do not like the song Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I don't like it. And I've never said it publicly because I know that people will be freaked out. Like, what? You don't like that?
Jimmy Buffett did it. I didn't even know it was a cover.
Yeah. Same with, Jimmy Buffett. I like his version a little bit better, I think, but it's not something I would go, play Brown Eyed Girl.
Yeah.
Never.
All right.
New Kid in Town by the Eagles. That's a good one. But again, I'm not putting that on a playlist. Now this one, it was before my time really, but I absolutely love it. One of my all-time favorite songs, What a Fool Believes by the Doobie Brothers.
I don't know.
What a fool believes in me is always gonna... You don't know that? Perfect piece of music. It is.
I'll check that out.
It's really good. Because, Michael McDonald's one of my all-time favorite singers. Dancing in the Dark by Bruce Springsteen. I wouldn't hit a dog in the ass with a Bruce Springsteen album of any kind. Even if he weren't a raging idiot liberal.
Yeah.
I just don't like his music, and I never have. Not any of it.
Yeah.
Except for that Christmas song he does, which is fantastic. You been a good boy this year. You go outside for a new saxophone. Oh, shut up. you idiot.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Bruce, no, I don't. That's like a Jersey thing, right? People just it's like Northeastern people love Bruce Springsteen.
I think it's one of those things we talked about today on the regular old show, that people pretend to like Bruce Springsteen because they think everybody thinks it's cool. I don't think there are that many people outside of New Jersey who really like his music. They can't. Right. I don't believe it.
I'm always stunned to see those crowds. I'm like, where is he playing? Like, who loves Bruce Springsteen that much?
Free Bird, Leonard Skinner, probably my least favorite Skinner song, and I love Leonard Skinner. Harvest Moon by Neil Young, get out of here. If Neil Young were playing his greatest hits out there in that parking lot, the only reason I'd walk outside would be to tell him to turn that shit down. The Joker, Steve Miller Band. But the thing is that my dad, as much as I'm into music and have been my whole life, my dad I bet he didn't know any of these songs. He didn't care about music in the least. The only thing he would listen to the radio as a background thing, and he liked, I guess, country music better than any other kind because he liked some George Jones songs or whatever. But he was never listening to music in the car or saying, hey, listen to this song. What, you like this song? Whatever. Yeah. Like I've done with my kids growing up. My kids know all 80s music and 90s, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And my mom was a music teacher, retired music teacher. So she was the music influence. But even at that, you would think your dad had something to add, to the conversation. Nothing.
Yeah, some people just never got, especially older generations, like it just didn't mean a lot to them.
Yeah. But your dad liked our old R&B, right? And funk and stuff. Yeah.
And, he loves Michael McDonald and stuff. Who else? I put him on to somebody that I was like, I'm trying to make him like playlists and stuff. So I put him on a couple of things that he might like. And now he loves them.
But, I love Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Sure.
Too. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Roxanne by the Police. Roxanne.
Yeah.
No thanks. Down on the Corner.
Down on the Corner.
Mm-hmm. Now, I do like that one.
In the street. Who is that?
That's CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival. Yeah. Lead singer John Fogerty, who's a crazy ass nut liberal. So that proving that it doesn't, if I like the song or the music, I like it.
Yeah.
No matter what they are.
Don't hold it against them.
Don't Stop by Fleetwood Mac, no thanks. Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin, no thank you. So evidently these people don't know what they're talking about.
It's a bunch of crappy music.
Wasn't one hair band in there.
No, they didn't make the cut.
So that's what I'm saying. These must be old dads.
Yeah.
Not young like I am.
Totally. How old are you, like 20?
Maybe.
25?
Maybe 21.
No T-Pain on there? No.
On a good day. No Ice Cube.
Nelly?
Mm-mm. No Hosier.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No.
It's the worst party. Imagine that playlist at a party you're going to. You'd be like, this is the worst party I've ever been to.
Yeah, and I guess they mean because dads like to be alone, because that's the only way they would listen to this kind of music. You never put that on and expect a crowd to like it.
No, put your headphones on. You're playing A Horse with No Name. I'm leaving.
Ugh.
This sucks.
I bet you could play the chorus of these songs, every one of them, for my dad, and he wouldn't know any of them. Not a single one. Even if he recognized the melody or whatnot, there's no way he could ever tell you who the singers are or what the names of the songs are, the titles are.
No way.
Never.
A Neil Young song? Yeah, my dad would look at you cross-eyed.
But at least your dad knows popular music that of some sort,
Yeah, well, at his prom, I think Chaka Khan played at his prom.
Yeah.
They had like a crazy artist just come to their high school.
Didn't you say Cheap Trick played your? No, it was REO Speedwagon.
REO Speedwagon
played your mom's prom.
Played prom. But yeah, like Chaka Khan just like showed up at like a football game or like after a football game for a dance or something. I don't remember, but yeah, crazy.
They consider her, I think, the original diva.
I believe it because she seemed like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Every recent interview I've seen, I'm like, she does not seem that nice.
We know when my wife went to Dancing with the Stars, because her friend's son was on Dancing with the Stars. She said that Shaka Khan was a little snooty.
Was she a dancer?
Yeah, she was one of the celebrity dancers. Really? Yeah, one of the stars.
Shaka Khan, Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, she was a little cold.
I wonder if Shaka Khan needs the money.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, you wouldn't have seen Tina Turner going on
no
Dancing with the Stars, and
but
Shaka Khan might need the money.
Shaka Khan does sing one of my all-time favorite songs, though, called "Ain't Nobody." Mm-hmm. That's a really good song. So she should make enough money off of that because they play that constantly.
That's crazy.
Hell, it was in the movie Breaking, on the soundtrack for Breaking, about breakdancing.
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, with Turbo and Ozone was the two main characters. Breakdancing, cutting heads, they called it.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. I remember. Yeah. Put some Shaka Khan on there for your daddy. Hey, put Daddy's Shaka Khan album on. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, that's all I want to do. Shaka Khan, let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, because I feel for you. Okay, have a good weekend, and I guess we'll have more useless banter Tuesday for you to enjoy or not enjoy.
Yeah.
Whatever. It'll be here though. Love you, bye.
Serving the world. It's TJ's podcast.